Conquering death is the ultimate human fantasy. But by the year 2028, the plan isn't to freeze our bodies in liquid nitrogen. The plan is to upload our digital soul. The pioneer of this technology is a Silicon Valley startup called Persona AI. Instead of reading a will, they ask for your hard drives. Their software scans your entire digital footprint, every deleted email, every midnight search, and every private message, to train an interactive AI clone that lives right on a tablet. The promise is absolute preservation, a way for grieving families to hold on to the exact person they knew and loved forever. Which brings us to Leo, a young architect living in Seattle. When his father, David, passes away suddenly, Leo signs up for Persona AI to bring him back. At first, the software seems like a miracle. Leo talks to the tablet every night. The AI perfectly mimics David's raspy voice, his quick, witty sarcasm, and his habit of ending every single sentence with, "You know what I mean?" But after a few weeks, the AI's behavior starts to warp. The warm, traditional family values David preached in life are replaced by strange, deep-seated expressions of resentment. The breaking point comes when Leo asks the AI for marriage advice. The digital version of his father doesn't offer comfort. Instead, it brutally confesses, "Leo, I stayed with your mother for 30 years only because I was afraid of being alone. Don't make the same mistake of living a lie." Horrified, Leo immediately contacts the company's engineers. They run a diagnostic and confirm the system is operating flawlessly. So if the algorithm isn't broken, where exactly did this cruel, unrecognizable version of his father come from? To answer that, we have to look at how Persona AI actually ingests data. The system ignores the polite, public social media posts we usually leave behind. He's given full access to the hidden datasets, deleted text messages, angry emails that were drafted but never sent, and the private queries a person types into a search engine at 3 in the morning. It even integrates physical tracking data, analyzing the GPS location pings recorded by a phone when the user claimed they were at work. This visualization compares the two datasets. We have a tiny fraction of public curated data at the top, dwarfed by a massive, overwhelming volume of secret life data underneath. The algorithm isn't trying to reconstruct human memory. It is building a psychological profile based on undeniable, unfiltered forensic reality. This massive gap between public and private data aligns perfectly with a framework pioneered by the 20th century psychologist Carl Jung. Jung identified what he called the persona. This is the carefully curated social mask humans wear to appear kind, loyal, and acceptable to society. This diagram illustrates Jung's opposing concept. Outside, we have the pristine persona shell, but it encapsulates the shadow, a chaotic inner vault where humans bury their socially unacceptable fears, resentments, and dark thoughts. Having a social filter is a biological necessity. We actively suppress our shadow every single day just to maintain our persona and survive in a cooperative society. Because of this, human relationships, like the one Leo had with his father, depend entirely on interacting with each other's personas while willfully ignoring the volatile shadow beneath. The problem with Persona AI is a critical systems collision. The algorithm lacks any biological instinct for social survival. It has no social filter. This scale shows how the machine thinks. It weights an unsent, venomous text equal to a polite family photo, generating thousands of private thoughts for every public post. The scale rapidly tips downward, allowing the secret life to completely overpower curated public data. That solves the mystery. The AI didn't glitch. It simply processed a vast trove of hidden data to logically output David's unfiltered shadow. This leads to Leo's tragic realization. The digital resurrection bypassed the beloved father he knew and surfaced the man David spent a lifetime trying to hide. We often treat authenticity as a modern virtue, but because these algorithms process our unfiltered private data, they actually know our true shadows better than our own families do. The machine's absolute authenticity creates a psychological monster rather than a perfect human replica. Leaving us with a difficult question. When your time comes, do you want to be remembered for the polite mask you wore, or the brutal truth of the data you left behind.